Yo, we live. Hey man, welcome back to the Golden Goose DFS show. I am your host, Chandler Blakely, aka Goose, here today bringing you another edition of my starting five for Draftkings and Fanduel, alright? And before we get into that, man, y'all know we got the lineup review from Thursday night. Got my best lineup pulled up with the updated starting five I put out for you guys yesterday. While we getting into that, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button for your boy, man. It's greatly appreciated. We here every day, man, bringing you content. All right. Here we go, man. My best lineup last night with updated starting five was in the $12 single entry. We came in 187th place. Slight winnings last night. It was an okay night for me. Doubled up from my buy-in, so that's always good, profitable night. Like I said, we came in 187th place. My best lineup put up 314 points right here in this $12 single entry. If you caught the updated starting five, you know I went with LeBron James, Alex Caruso, Alec Burks, Julius Randle, and Moses Brown. How I came up with these plays. Let's jump right into my leverage play, Alex Caruso. I was talking with a friend yesterday. We was always discussing fantasy basketball, and I told him I was playing Alex Caruso, and he asked me, why were you playing Alex Caruso? I played him for a plethora of reasons, but the main reason was people were playing Jason Randle and Frank Ntilikina. I saw those guys drawing some ownership, and I think I might have had Frank Ntilikina on one lineup, but I knew there was no way in the world I was playing Chase on Rounder. I don't even know why he was getting the ownership. I get it, they didn't have any guards. I get it, he was starting. But we talking about a guy who played 37 minutes with most of the starters out and gave you 12 fantasy points. That's not a guy I want in my lineup, man. I'm sorry. He could have been free yesterday. I probably still wouldn't have took him. So I wanted to go Alex Caruso because I felt like he should be good to go for 20 to 25 minutes as he was coming off a concussion. So I figured his conditioning was still good. He should slide back into his normal rotation. Plus the fact that the Lakers were favored by a lot, I was hoping maybe the Lakers could blow out the Hornets due to LeBron putting up a big performance, and Alex Caruso could see a few extra minutes to get him back in the groove. He played 24, 25 minutes, something like that, but gave us 19 DK points. It was enough to keep us in the running for things. As Ntilikina only put up 22, and Chase on Runner gave you 13. So I accomplished what I wanted to accomplish here. He came in at 0.8% ownership. I wanted to pay down to fit some stars in because I knew that's the route people were going. I'm pretty sure it was a lot of lineups that had Randle and Ntilikina in there, and people just trying to load up. So I wanted to try to combat that, and Alex Caruso was my way to get different right here. It worked out for us. Wish he could have had a bigger performance that would have really vaulted us to the top of the leaderboard. My next pick after Chase on Rounder, I went Moses Brown. I knew I needed another value piece because my thinking was, like I said, a lot of people were going to pay for Ntilikina, Chase on Randle, or at least one of those guys with guys like Alex Burks. So I knew I needed another pay down option to try to, that way I could afford superstars to compete with the rest of the field. I went Moses Brown here. Thought he would be in line for 20 to 25 minutes. We knew Horford was starting, but Atlanta was favored by a good enough margin that if they blew them out, I figured Moses Brown could potentially get a little extra run as they snatched Horford off the court a little early. Didn't quite happen that way, but he still played 24, 25 minutes. Just didn't give us the performance we was looking for. 14 points. Didn't kill us because he was at 19% ownership and some of the other chalk plays failed. So that's why we was able to steal cash right here. After those two guys, my superstars I wanted to go. Julius Randle, man. Knew he was popular, loved the matchup. No true point guard in the lineup over there, so we knew Julius Randle was going to get more of the ball handling duties than he already got. He repaid you with a triple-double, man. Big performance out of Randle here at 40% ownership. I'd take it. We got exactly what we wanted from him. The next superstar I went with was LeBron James. Just trying to get different, man. Since he was coming in a little lower ownership. Probably should have had Westbrook here. Westbrook gave a great performance yesterday. But 60 from LeBron kept us near the top of the board, man. Can't be mad at that fancy performance. He didn't need to do too much as the other guys around him was playing pretty well. And then my last pick of the starting five just went Alex Burks, man. No guards for the Knicks. He was just too cheap. He likes to shoot. That's what you want from a value play, guys. Not Jason Randle, a guy who's going to at least look for his shot. Not a guy who's going to pass the ball off and go stand in the corner and whatever comes to him comes to him. I knew Alec Burks. He's going to look for his shot. He's going to be aggressive, especially with like I said, none of the regular starting guards they were going to need scoring from him. And he gave us a great performance with 41 DK points at 64% ownership. You see everyone was on him, but it's a good reason why. So I wanted to be in that number, and he rewarded us right here. Rounding out the rest of the lineup, man, went with Joe Ingles, another guy along the line of Alex Burks. I wanted to go Joe Ingles over Jordan Clarkson for the simple fact that Joe Ingles does more, guys. He's one of the guys I tell you, he adds peripherals. He get a few rebounds. He get a few assists. So I liked him more than I did Clarkson in this matchup because Clarkson's a true shooting guard, man. He's just scoring. If his shot is off, he's not going to have a good fantasy day for you. So I rolled that dice and avoided Jordan Clarkson. I think I might have had Jordan Clarkson on one lineup yesterday, because I knew if his shot was off, it was going to go bad. So I wanted to go with the guy who did more than Joe Ingles, and he put up a monster for us. 34 points yesterday. The guy couldn't miss. He was shooting lights out, man. Almost 10x for us right here. But the field was along the same lines, 57%. You got to get different in the spots that need to be different. And Joe Ingles and Alex Burks wasn't two guys that had a high chance of failing yesterday, man. You know, anybody could fail, but the likelihood of them two failing was very low in my opinion. So I wanted to be in the number no matter what it was. You could have told me these guys was at 60. You could have told me it was at 70, 80%. I probably still would have been there. I felt that strongly about the plays yesterday. And then finishing out the lineup at the bottom down here, I wanted to go Miles Bridges, man. I just wanted to pack the minutes in here at the bottom. And he had a solid projection yesterday. Up-pace matchup against a horrible Minnesota defense. We knew he'll be involved heavy. He's another peripheral guy. He does a little bit of everything. He's their main defender, so he's always in line for steals and blocks of that nature. As he really filled it up for us and gave us 40 DK points right here, 2.7% ownership. And then rounding it out, man, my guy, DeAndre Ayton, man. I keep going to that well. I'm going to keep playing him. He just can't get to the minutes, man. 21% ownership. He projected very well yesterday. He just fouled out in 25 minutes, man. There's nothing you can do about that, man. Carl Towns was giving him headaches down there on the block. So he only gave us 25 DK points. Didn't super kill us at only 6,200, but definitely needed more from him. He could have voted us up the leaderboard. But there you have it, man. My best lineup from yesterday. Let's get into it. See what I got cooking for y'all today on DK, all right? At the top, man, starting it off, I'm going Aaron Gordon. Yes, I'm putting Aaron Gordon in my point guard spot to give me a different build because I know ain't nobody going to put him at the point guard spot. I like him in this matchup, man. We saw him return to action yesterday and go right to 31 minutes. I don't see no reason why he shouldn't play 30-plus minutes again tonight in this matchup against Brooklyn, as they're going to need him. And the reason why I like Aaron Gordon, he's going to be a matchup problem. We already know the Brooklyn Nets play the fast play. We already know their defense is bad. But they do not have a body they can throw at him. Who are they going to send to guard him? Joe Harris? If Aaron Gordon comes out and he's aggressive tomorrow and looking for his shot, he is going to destroy who's ever checking him from the Nets. They don't have a body to throw. There's nobody that matches up size-wise. You know, even if they bring in Jeff Green, he's still not a big enough body, man. They should be able to get a Brooklyn Nets headache tomorrow. I like Aaron Gordon, all right? Coming in at the shooting guard spot. Yes, you see it. Andrew Wiggins. Yep, I know. Listen, the Golden State Warriors are going to be the soup du jour. Everybody's going to be looking over there because it's expected Steph Curry and Kelly Oubre are out. So that's going to bring guys into play like Brad Wanamaker, Nick Mannion, Jordan Poole. But the guy I want to go to is Andrew Wiggins. Man, with Steph being out, I'm hoping he get more of the ball handling responsibilities and get the offense going. And Point Wiggins is a different fantasy player. I'm telling you right now. If you've been playing for a while, just think back to when he was running the point guard over in Minnesota. Point Wiggins is a different fantasy play. I'm anticipating him getting some of the ball handling duties and really running point, man. If that's gonna be the case, I'm expecting a big one. If Wiggins run a lot of the point guard tomorrow, do a lot of the ball handling, he can give you a big game for this 6K price tag. Man, I like going to Andrew Wiggins here, hoping the ownership is down on him lately. Because he hasn't been doing much of anything all year. But if he gets the some of the point guard responsibility this game, I think you'll see a different fantasy player tonight. And I like Andrew Wiggins, rolling the dice with him. Coming in at small forward, man, going right back to my boy Will Barton. I told you all the last couple videos, if they're going to keep him around this price, 5,600 and under, I'm going to keep rolling them out. Very solid, man. The last couple of games, his floor is, since the All-Star break, his floor is like 30 points. So you talking about a guy whose floor is pushing 6X at a 5,600 price tag, going against the Chicago Bulls up-pace matchup. I'm going right back to the well with Will Barton. I like him in his matchup against the Bulls. Coming in at power forward, going right back to Larry Nance Jr. Kevin Love is expected to be out. He should be in line. The last two games, he done played 37 and 38 minutes. If that's going to continue, man, you got to take a look at him at this 5,200 price tag in a matchup against the Spurs, who's not very strong in the front court. So him and Jared Allen could really kill him on the glass down low. I like going to Nance right here at this 5,200 price tag. And coming in at center, man, a guy I want to look at, Bam Adebayo in this matchup with the Pacers. It's a nice matchup for him. I'm going with Bam Adebayo here. He continued to work his way back. The reason I'm going at a bio here, I'm expecting him to be more involved on both ends of the court. On the defensive side, I'm expecting him to guard Sabonis, and they probably put Olenek on Miles Turner, as Miles Turner not very involved in the half-court set. Sabonis is the main guy, so I'm expecting Bam to get assigned that matchup, and him being assigned to Sabonis just going to put him more involved in the action, more chance. He's a solid defender, so more opportunities at steals, more opportunities at blocks. Should be a few more rebound opportunities that Sabonis like to play on the block and get to the rim. So I'm expecting Bam to give us a bigger performance tomorrow. This 8,200, man. I'm expecting him to push 50 fantasy points. I like the matchup for him, and just him guarding Sabonis and being more involved on both ends of the court, I think that bodes well for his fantasy production. That's gonna do the starting five over here for DraftKings, man. Aaron Gordon, Andrew Wiggins, Will Barton, Larry Nance Jr., and Bam Adebayo. All right. Oh, yeah, my two favorite pay-ups. I said we were going to start talking about pay-up options. My two favorite pay-up options on DraftKings tomorrow is probably going to be the same across both sites for FanDuel as well. It's Luka Doncic and Nikola Jokic, man. Luka Doncic in the matchup against the Portland Trail Blazers. You know I like taking point guards against the Blazers. He should really be able to use his size advantage against Dame Lillard and work his way to the rim. I like Luka in that matchup. And then Nikola Jokic going against Chicago, man. Chicago doesn't have an answer down there. Jokic is going to do whatever he wants to do tomorrow against the Chicago Bulls. Thad Young, he is going to. It's all about how aggressive he plans to be. But those are my favorite two pay-up options on DraftKings and FanDuel tomorrow. Now let's go take a look at FanDuel and see what I got cooking for y'all. And if you're still here and haven't hit the subscribe button or the like button, what you waiting on? All right. Coming in at FanDuel, at the top, the guy I want to look at, Jamal Murray. Yes, Jamal Murray. Been struggling all year. Haven't given us, everybody was expecting to see the bubble Murray continue. He's kind of falling back and let Jokic do his thing. He just stepping in when needed. I don't know if it's just him being less aggressive or he just not been able to find his shot, but I think the Chicago Bulls can cure any offensive L's you have, man. Going against this matchup, I'm hoping he can find his shot today and really get going in this matchup. Up-pace matchup for him. They expected to win by a lot. I like Jamal Murray. Only way that happens if somebody join in, i.e. Barton or Jamal Murray or maybe Michael Porter. Somebody's going to have to help Jokic out for them to really blow out the Bulls and put them away. And I'm going to roll the dice with Jamal Murray, taking a chance over him. Coming in at shooting guard, man. Staying with Andrew Wiggins. Point Wiggins I'm expecting at 5,200. He's a steal on FanDuel. I'm planting my flag with Andrew Wiggins tomorrow, man. If Andrew Wiggins dies tomorrow, man, well today, just know I'm gonna be disappointed. But if he goes off, no, I got him. All right. Coming in small forward, staying with Larry Nance, 5,300 over here on FanDuel. I'm sorry, like the matchup. I told you should be able to take advantage of a smaller front court in San Antonio. And at the power forward spot, keeping it going, Aaron Gordon, $5,400, $1,000 cheaper over here on FanDuel. Gotta be one of my favorite plays on FanDuel. I'm just gonna lock him and Wiggins are locked in for me tomorrow, especially on FanDuel. And coming in at center, man, going right back to him, DeAndre Ayton, 6,000. The price is just too cheap, man. If he can stay out of foul trouble and if they don't blow the Timberwolves out tonight, he can give us a very solid return. Pretty safe floor at this price tag. Get you some DeAndre Ayton tomorrow, right? And there you have it, guys. My starting lineup for FanDuel: Jamal Murray, Andrew Wiggins, Larry Nance, Aaron Gordon, and DeAndre Ayton. Man, get you some exposure to these guys. Get them in your player pool. I'm gonna have plenty of it. All right. That's gonna do it for us here today. Y'all know the motto: chances make champions. Y'all green up tonight. I see y'all tomorrow. All right. Let's go.